Alright guys, so we're going to be hopping into the new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. This one's against Warriors fighting Majin. If we go look here before we hop in, if we go look at the missions, basically scroll all the way down. Missions are basically, you gotta beat it with 3 Majin Power category allies, 3 with Power Wishes, and then you have to beat it within 18 turns. This condition is very easy, I would say, especially if you have new LRs, but I think even if you don't have the new LRs, it's still fairly easy. You can honestly just probably make a Blue Saga team and it still would work, but we're going to go ahead and hop in with a team looking like this. I don't think there's going to be any problem with us just like rampaging through this event. So let's go ahead and just play. I just brought the Super Saiyan Goku support memory just for like funny moments, I guess. I don't know. It's one that I have not used in a very long time, so I figured might as well just bring it. So let's see. So let's let this play out. I did bring the Spirit Bomb as over Goku. Obviously he's not Easy 8 yet. We get his Easy 8 on Monday, I think. But he is a perfect linking partner. 7 out of 7 links with these guys right here. So figured I might as well bring him just to like supercharge these guys beyond belief. So let's go ahead and put them in the middle so they get the extra attack. Who knows? Maybe we can get like a Spirit Bomb off at the very end of this fight. Yeah. So I guess we'll use this video to talk about the Easy A's. So the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku after watching some videos about how, because they did drop the data download like literally right after I uploaded the video talking about like his information and stuff like that. So after watching a few videos, the Super Saiyan Absorber Goku, I think like he did seem way better on paper than what he actually looks like in performance. I'm not saying that he's bad, but I was expecting him to be dropping like way more damage than he actually was. So I was kind of wrong about that, so sorry if you guys were misguided by me not knowing how to do math. But his damage is still fairly good, and his defense is okay, but he does kind of seem to be pretty reliant on the fact that he really does want like a full Super Saiyan rotation, or at least he really wants one other Super Saiyan unit. Which kind of sucks, but I would say, I mean, he does have a lot of good partners that are Super Saiyan. The first one that comes to mind is, you know, Easy AGL LR Gohan, because he shares, I think, 6 out of 7 links with him, and he gives him his, you know, Super Saiyan buff, obviously. And then when Super Saiyan Gohan transforms into Super Saiyan 2, that Goku helps him out because he creates Rainbow Orbs for him. Ooh. Wuhan, you okay there, Chief? Please don't get me killed here. I'm not trying to die on this. Oh no. How much damage is this gonna do? Oh, okay, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We'll use the healing item, and, you know, I mean, I kind of hate that I am using an item, but I mean, we already used the support memory. I'm not really, like, no item runs are cool and all that. Like, not a diss to anyone who does them or anything like that, but I just personally don't care. Like, if I was challenged to do it, I would actually go ahead and do it, but like, if I'm just trying to clear the event, I'm using everything, because, you know, if the game provides me with something, I'll go ahead and use it. That's just how I see it. But anyways, back to the Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. I feel like a rotation of him and AGLR Gohan is gonna be pretty potent. The only thing that sucks, I guess, is like AGLR Gohan. Like, he is a really good defensive unit, don't get me wrong, but he does kind of struggle like at the very start. Like, he needs to get a few like stacks off first. At least against some of the hardest hitting bosses. Like, obviously, if you're going up against like some bosses that don't hit that hard, yeah, sure, he can be completely fine. But I've noticed with some red zone bosses, like especially I feel like the Gamma 1 and 2 fight, if he gets tagged like right away before he gets any stacks off and stuff like that, he can definitely take a lot of damage. But like, he'll still live because, you know, obviously he's guarding, but he does still take quite a bit of damage. He's not like an unpenetrable wall. However, again, he just gets a couple more stacks and then he'll be completely fine. And then for the Goku himself, I would say he is kind of the same way too. He's not exactly, I guess, the best defensive unit. Like, he does get damage reduction. I guess this is just kind of one thing that I honestly do not know how to gauge properly, because I don't know, like, because if he gets up to, like, let's say 300, 400k defense, and then after he supers, he's up to, like, 500k, I don't know how much he would take, like, with 500k defense, and then, like, let's say he got 4 rainbow orbs, so he has 28% damage reduction. Like, I don't know how much damage he would take. That is strictly something that I have to use the unit and see how he works in order to gauge that. I can't really gauge that off the top of my head. I feel like he's not, like, gonna die me. Like, he might just barely die, or he might just barely take enough damage to die, but I don't think he's gonna be taking, like, 1,000,000 damage per se, you know? I think he'll be fine in, what's it called, just outright trying to live some super attacks. And, like, his damage, like I said, is pretty damn good, but he does actually, unfortunately, relies on that Super Saiyan condition pretty heavily. Like from what I saw from the videos earlier, like earlier yesterday, on the turns where he had a full Super Saiyan rotation, yeah, he looked amazing. Like, defense was amazing, damage was amazing, and, you know, with his damage reduction from the orbs too, like, yeah, he would be eating stuff completely fine. But again, he doesn't really, like, I don't want to say, like, top tier partners, because again, what's his face, AJLR Gohan is one of his better partners, 6 out of 7 links. But it's just, again, if they would literally just change that condition from Super Saiyans to, I don't know, Power of Wishes, because that's the category that he really was needed on, and he still will help. It's just him needing Super Saiyan category allies kind of makes him a little more strict. But, like, it would have been great, you know, the unit that he links 7 out of 7 with, they're not Super Saiyans, so they do, like, even though they link up pretty good, they really hurt him by not allowing him to get that passive of his. Meanwhile, like, AJLR Gohan, he shares one less link, but at least he's able to give him those extra stats per orb. And, you know, so does, like, other units, like the AJLR Goku and Vegeta from the Metal Cooler movie. Like, those guys might be pretty good partners. They share 5 links, and they provide the Super Saiyan buffs. So, I don't know. I'm gonna withhold too much judgment until we actually see the unit itself. I don't want to, I guess, sit here and ramble on about him kind of being mid, and then turns out when I actually use him and he eats super attacks, he's actually good. But I think yesterday, I guess, what I'm mainly trying to say is I think yesterday I kind of overrated him a little bit. He's not that good, but he is pretty good still. Now, for Kaioken Goku, again, I never really liked that unit. He was just always like a glass cannon type thing. However, after seeing a couple of clips, I think, so the thing is with Kaioken Goku, what makes him this way, is Kaioken Goku genuinely has, I think, like a top 3 attack stat in the game. Which is insane to say, because again, he literally has, what's it called? Let's see, potential. Let's look up what's the max attack stat unit. Display attack, potential. Let's see. Okay, I can't really figure it out, but he has, like, especially if you slap on a bunch of attack equips on him, which I feel like that's honestly what you want to do, because he is kind of just one-dimensional in the way of, like, oh, hey, I am here to lay absolute waste to everything before things lay absolute waste to me. That's honestly what he wants to do. Let's go ahead and transform with Buhan in here. I guess let's go ahead and just get this animation in the video real quick. Let's go ahead and turn these off, and let's go ahead and play this. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what Buhan does on this turn. It's a pretty good turn for him. He didn't get that many 12 keys, so he didn't get to stack his attack that much. But nonetheless, still pretty good. 6.13. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I'm still wishing this guy gets his EZA during the celebration, because, like, you know, after seeing that there's not going to be, like, a LR Kid Buu or something along those lines, like, this guy, would be pretty nice to have. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, like, the highest attack stat characters seem to be, like, I think it's STR Broly has the highest attack in the game. Like, no quips, no nothing. It's the OG STR Broly, and then it's like AGL, and then it's like Goku and Frieza, and then it's STR Gogeta Blue. Something like along those lines, basically. The units that have the highest attack. But this guy, if we go look, I guess, let me look him up on the Dokkan wiki, because I think on the wiki it shows better. Let's go ahead and look this up. So I think we only have one more stage here. I'm trying to do too many things in this video. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use a Whis, because I don't know how hard this guy hits, and I don't want what's his face to get caught and we just die. I'm gonna put them in slot 2 just so we can get max attack. I think we should be fine with just a Whis. I'll go ahead and just use this 2 just to get the max attack stats here. Let's go ahead and pull up the Kaioken Goku. Yeah, double digits, we're fine. Okay. Let's go to Universal Survival Saga, pull him up. Okay, so after EZA, when he's rainbowed, his attack stat is 22,103. Now, I think if you put max attack whips on him, you can push him to basically right around the, like, it's like 23 something attacks, like his attack stat. Oh my god, that damage. You would push him right around there, which is around like STR Broly's level. So he can become, like, basically, I guess, the hardest, or the unit with the most attack in the game, funnily enough, which is why, again, I wasn't expecting him to be all that good. But this guy, after his EZA, is actually dropping, like, no nuking, no nothing. This guy is dropping, like, 35 million attack stats on his, like, Spear Bomb turn. And I think the reason why he does that is because there's so many things in him that is multiplying into each other that causes his damage to basically just overload and explode off the face of the earth. Because from his Spirit Bomb, he gives a 30% active skill buff, and then, you know, the Spirit Bomb itself might just genuinely kill whatever you're trying to fight. There you go, we went ahead and cleared it. Pretty free and easy, but, yeah, so he gets that from his Spirit Bomb turn, and then on the turn that you get the Spirit Bomb off, since you're below 59% health, you get another 59% attack. He gets another 59% attack on Super. He builds up 59% attack with attack received, and then he has the 159% attack start a turn, and he stacks attack. So he literally has, I think, like, every single type of way you can build up attack, because he gets some stacking on Super, he gets some start of turn, he gets some from getting attacks, like receiving attacks, building up that way, he gets some from performing a Super, and then he just gets more start of turn on his like Spirit Bomb turn, and then he also gets some from his active skill turn. So it's like him having one of the highest attack stats in the game combined with all those multiplicative buffs, like, yeah, I think, like, so it says here on the wiki, his first additional 59% is calculated separately from his initial. So, well, actually, this is outdated because this is his, like, before his EZA, but before his EZA on his max turn, he has 350% attack, basically. And keep in mind that on the active skill turn, he is super effective against all types. So, like, I hate to say this because, again, I don't really like this unit that much. I was never a fan of just straight up glass cannoning units. Oh, let's go ahead and mute before we get copyright strike. Bunch of stones, gotta love that. But yeah, I was never really a fan of. Wait, what? Did I not have 3 power wishes? Well, that's a fail and a half. Okay. Oh yeah, because I brought Turles. I think Turles was on final trump card. He's not on power. Damn it. Well, great. I can't make this video how to complete all missions now. Well, yeah, because if I would have figured that out, I would have just brought these guys, or just brought literally anybody else. I just kind of brought Turles just so I can make the other units do more damage, but I guess that's what I get for not paying attention and just jumping into a video blindly. Okay. Well, that's kind of sad. I guess, anyways, finishing up my point so we can finish up the video. I don't really like Kaioken Blue Goku, but I'm not going to sit here and not admit that this guy's damage is so insane that he might honestly be the best EZA TUR. Maybe even, like, as sad as it is for me to say this, he might be a top 5 unit, like, overall. Just because his defense is not like, ooh, wowie zowie, he can tank everything, like, for double digits, but he has good enough defense to where he can live the hardest bosses, right? He can at least live, and then at the same time, it doesn't matter if he, what's it called, like, even if he doesn't tank the greatest, if he's not taking double digits or whatever, because this guy just kills everything in front of him. Like, from what I've seen, the amount of damage this guy puts out is actually, like, like, at least for a TUR. Like, for a TUR to be able to do that much damage is kind of stupid. But, again, this is basically like an LR in disguise, this Kaioken Blue Goku. Because, again, after his EZA, he basically has LR stats, and then the amount of multiplicative attack buffs that he gets on his passive and the Spirit Bomb and him attack stacking, like, makes him insane. So, like, if we get some Reps of Universe 7 buffs later this year, which we definitely will, because we have a bunch of units coming up on EZAs. One of them, like, predominantly is this guy right here, Super 17, I think. He is one of the few old TURs that has not EZA'd yet, so this guy will most likely get his EZA at some point this year. And, you know, if they're going to EZA this guy, I'm expecting they're going to EZA him in a Universal Survival Saga, like, celebration, which might bring, you know, another, like, I don't know, let's say another UI Goku, or something along those lines. So, yeah, when Kaioken Blue Goku gets, that's his only problem right now, is the Reps of Universe 7 category is kind of dead. But once he gets, like, honestly, I would dare say just even one more Reps of Universe 7 category member that is, like, runnable, he might just be the best unit ever, because the amount of damage he's gonna put out is just insane. You're basically, like, you can literally go into any hard fight and your main damage dealer is him. You're basically just trying to survive until you get to the last phase and stacking up attack with him. You get to the last phase, you drop the Spirit Bomb, the boss might just outright die from the Spirit Bomb, and then if not, he's gonna drop, like, he can triple super and drop like 340 million attacks at super effective against all types. So I don't know. So yeah, I did underestimate him yesterday. I think, again, I'm just not the best at reading passives. I need to learn how to read passives a little bit better. Anyways, this turned into a kind of a giant rant about the EZAs. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry for not paying attention and not being able to make a comprehensive team that beats all the missions, but this stage was fairly easy. I don't think anyone will have trouble doing this. Just don't be dumb like me and make sure that you have 3 of each category, because now I have to go back and do another run just to get those last 2 missions. But bunch of free stones, pretty nice event, and yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.